What's going on, everybody? It's your boy DT back in action. Man, it feels good to be back. Woo! I've been gone for too long. I just wanted to make a short, quick video, maybe go over my settings, let you guys know where you can connect with me now, and yeah, just kind of explain why I wasn't streaming or putting out videos on YouTube. So I guess we'll start there at that last point. So when I moved down from Michigan, my internet was straight dookie. Like, I moved into these apartments. They had a contract with this internet company. Not saying no names, ain't gonna call nobody out, but this internet company, like, internet was so bad I had like maybe one upload, maybe 5 download. Like, it was terrible. Couldn't do anything. It kind of sucked, but I mean, rent was cheaper down here. I was closer to my family, so there was a lot of other benefits too. So with that happening, I actually got back into training for the Olympics in track and field, hammer throw. So I got back into training, made a U.S. championship meet, placed like 11th. So this year is the Olympic trials, and I think I'm going to make this my last year. Goal is getting like top 8, see what happens, see if I can make the final. That'd be pretty exciting, pretty high note to end on, being top 8 in the country. So that's kind of the goal for this year, and why I stopped streaming, but now I'm back into it. So you guys can connect with me at Mixer. I'm actually on Mixer now. I'm gonna be streaming on Mixer probably 3 days a week until the Olympic trials, and then putting out one video a week on YouTube. That's kind of my goal right now. I'm putting it down on paper. 3 days a week streaming on mixer.com/SirDT, and then putting out one video, SirDT YouTube, where you're watching this video, one video per week. So that's my goal. Hope you guys hold me accountable to it. And yeah, that's where I'm at now. Let's get into these settings real quick. So the game has changed a lot since I've last played. Not only since I last did YouTube, but since I last played. I've probably been off about 2 months now. The graphics are now on this first page: your brightness, your interface contrast, colorblind mode. The only colorblind mode I use is a Triton Note 7. This is good for like storm fighting, seeing into the storm. I'm not really colorblind. I probably am, because they say most males are, but this is a huge strength. And when you're fighting into the storm, it's easier to see opponents, easier to get those shots in. So yeah, that's why I use that one. There's also like Deuteranope 10, I believe, is another good one, they say. So that's why I use that. But this one works best for me. And again, first, settings are all personal preference. Each individual is going to have their own settings and adjust to their likings. Maybe this can work as a framework for some of you guys out there. So yeah, let's get into this. I'm old school still on the legacy settings. If we want to scroll through here, sensitivity 7. I used to run 8, but I've been away from the game. I took a long time away from the game and then came back, and I couldn't see nothing or hit any shots. Targeting sensitivity 0.5 with the scope 0.65. Building sense 1.85. I think that's pretty good for me. I mean, that's high. It allows me to do most of the stuff that I want to do, so that's good. I'm not using no anonymous mode because nobody knows who I am yet. Maybe 3 years from now I might have to use that. Sprint by default is a must when you're on controller. It helps free up that L3 button, so then you could put that to a bind, which I forget, which is edit for me. I edit with L3. We'll get into those binds later. Tap to search, reset building, aim assist. Aim assist on for sure. Edit mode, aim assist not on. It definitely made my editing worst when I had this on. I don't know why, but like it would try to like do, but with the free range editing, you learn those strokes and how your thumb are, and it makes it way easier. You make less mistakes turbo building has to, I mean, everybody's got that on. I don't know why. Creative, whatever. Auto open doors, I keep on. One of the new ones that came out with the season 2 or the chapter 2 Fortnite was the confirm edit on release. So I can literally just hold R2, do my edit, and then let go R2, and it's going to confirm it automatically. The only bad part about this is they don't have a reset on release yet. Hopefully they come out with that, and so it might be a little tricky to get used to it, but I definitely recommend this being something to use for you to make your edits faster. Build Pro, build immediately, that's on. All this other stuff doesn't really make sense. My dead zone is 0.12. And then this is kind of where, if you want to use those old settings, you just go down to legacy settings and flip it to on, and that's what. And then this is all showing the same settings I just showed you, just in percentage numbers instead of like 0.75 or 0.70. It's 70%. So with the whole being 1. All right, go over to sound. I haven't messed around with any of the sounds yet. 3D headphones, I heard that this could be good, and it was messing. I heard mixed reviews on this, so I'll probably end up making another settings video probably a month from now, with updated settings. I need to do a little bit more research. Like I said, I've been away from the game for 2 months, and I'm just showing you the settings that I had 2 months ago, and I haven't really tweaked them at all. So I'll probably go into a little bit more research on some things, try some things out, see how they feel, see what, you know, how they feel for me. Let's see, voice chat method, all good there, all good there. That's back to the color zone, and then getting into the binds. I don't think I've changed anything on combat controls. I mean, toggle pick at, I mean, all of that is pretty standard. Crouch with R. The one thing I will say, I did make this crouch instead of crouch repair. There's a little delay when you press it if it's on crouch repair, and if it's just crouch, then you're just easier to, what do you want to say, crouch instead of getting shot. You just quicker. It just reacts quicker. There's a little delay when it's crouch repair. My edit is L3, so I'm pressing L3 so my thumb never has to move off this stick. I really do need to get a scuff controller so that I can really free up some buttons and it'd be a lot easier, but that's down the road. Build controls, everything, there's really no reason to switch those around. All's good there. I kept everything the same. Edit controls, I use reset for L2 and confirm with R1, R2 to select still. So that, I mean, that's just all 3 here. My fingers can be here. I play with my middle finger on R2, middle finger on R2, pointer finger on L1 or R1, and then this one I'm just here. So that's why I use over here, because I play like that. That's the dead zone again. And then if you want to hack me, there's all that information. All right. But like I said, I'm over on Mixer now. I'll be streaming there 3 days a week. Come check me out. Give me a follow. That's mixer.com/DT. All the links will be in the description below. And that's all I got. Thank you. Welcome to the D team. That's what we're branded as now. We're going to call ourselves the D team. I appreciate all the support. Had a good stream today. Had like 4 followers. Didn't really expect anything. It was just kind of a trial run to see if I could stream and record at the same time without any lag with this new internet. And praise God, it was all good. But thank you for coming out. I appreciate you, and I'll see you next time. Peace.